Oh, hello. Welcome into my workshop and welcome to the show Creations of Clay. My name is Louis Palladini, and tonight I'd like to do an animal that everybody is extremely familiar with. It is a pelican, and I will show you how to make that from start to finish. You know, I thought it'd be a very easy bird to make, and I will show you the steps for that tonight. Okay, I'll show you the types of clay that you can use. There's an oil-based clay such as this, which can be never hardens, and you can be used over and over again. This is the one I used as a kid all the time. I loved it. The other type of clay that you can use can be bought in the art store is this air hardening clay, which can harden in a couple of hours or overnight. And once, this is great, once it dries, you paint it, it's nice and permanent. My preference for the clay is a clay called Super Sculpey, which can be baked in the oven at about 275 degrees for about 15 or 20 minutes. You can drill it, sand it, you can make a tremendous amount of detail. I'll show you the size balls of clay that we'll be using tonight. There is this size ball right here, and this we're going to use for the base. This is going to be for the neck and the body on the pelican. And these two size balls here will be used for the wings. And then this size ball right here will be used for this, like a little, there's a little outpouching or something that hangs down from the jaw like this, and that's what we'll be using that for, which I painted yellow here. The first thing that we'll do is I want to do the base. So I'm going to take this, I'll put these aside so get a good view. Take the base like this. Just push it down like that. See how we're doing that? And then I'm going to pick it up and I'll just flatten it a little bit more between my thumbs and my fingers. See how I'm doing that? The next thing that we want to do is I want to get a piece of tin foil, which I have over here, which can be bought, you know, at CVS or a supermarket, and you just roll it up like this. And now we're going to tamp this like this. So we make that nice texture, because this is the rock that the pelican's going to be sitting on. And then what I like to do is I'll peel it. See that beautiful texture that we just made? Very simple, basic. And now push this off to the side. And now we're going to make the body of the pelican. So what I want to do is we're going to make like the head with the beak, and then we're going to make the body. Think of this without the wings, and that's what we'll be working on. So I'm going to take this piece of clay here, and I'm going to take, and I'm pulling this piece out here. See, I'm pulling that out? That's what we're going to make the neck and the beak with. So what we're going to do, see how I'm making that? So what I'm trying to do is, see I'm making the beak? Just make that, and then see I'm kind of squeezing that together. And then what I want to do is kind of create the head. So just see I'm taking the clay and kind of pushing it up like that. See that? See I'm pushing that up? Just like that. And now what I want to do is start working on the body. See how I'm see how it's starting to take shape? And then see how I'm creating the tail here, just like that. So you can really see that starting to take shape. So one of the things that I want to do is I want to take this piece of wire that I have right here, and I want to kind of lengthen this out. See how I'm doing that? I want to take this piece of wire that's going to help support the head and the neck. So when it's fired in the oven, it won't fall over. It'll, see I'm pushing that in? Just like that. And then what I could do with the sculpting tool, I might try to just push that in, just like, push that in like that. I'm going to take my fingers and push it in. And then what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take some sanded clay, I'm going to push it on both sides to cover over the wire. Just like that. See how I'm doing that? Just like that. Now, I want to, so it's approximately like that. So now what I'll do is I'm just going to try to smooth out the neck a little bit now. Because we had, see I take my thumb, just smooth that out like that. So now that that's the basic shape that we want, the next thing that I'd like to do is we want to start creating the mouth and the eyes. I'm going to get my toothpick over here, the one that's the double-sided toothpick with the, and I'm going to take, and I'm going to make the eye right here. See that? Just like that. And then I'll go to the other side. I want to make sure that they match up. So I measure, and now I rotate that around. See that? And then what I want to do is I want to take and create the line for the mouth right along here. And then we'll do that on the other side. So I'll take this and see how we're taking going from here. I'll just double check that. And then another thing that I also want to do is there's some like little indentations on the top of the bill right here. See how I'm doing that? We'll put those little indentations in there. Just like that. And then what we're going to do is I'll show you. We're going to put that little, see this yellow piece here? It's almost like another piece of flap of the beak or the skin there. And I'll show you how we'll do that. We'll take this piece of clay here. And I'm just pulling this out. Just like that. And what we're going to do is I'm going to try to hang that under here. I'm going to take my thumb, see I'm kind of pulling that in. Just see how it looks. See that? And now I am going to see how that, make sure, take my thumb and make sure that that's attached properly. And then I do want to fix the beak again. When we were just doing all that work, I kind of see the mouth. I'm going to go like this. And then I'll go to the other side and I'll do the exact same thing. So you can see that. And one of the things I want to do too is this, like this piece here that's underhanging. I just want to kind of rough that up with the toothpick a little bit. Just kind of make little lines like this. Just like that. See I'm doing that? I'm going to do that on both sides. And I'll flip that around. And then what we'll do is we'll do the same thing over here. Just like that. And then what I also want to do is make the tail feathers for the bird or the pelican. I'm just going to smooth this out a little more before I do the tail feathers. Try to smooth that out nicely. And now what we're going to do is we're going to take this toothpick, just like this, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I also want to go like this, do the underside, kind of, and copy the lines so they go down like that. And then what I'd like to do is I want to make some lines like the feathers. So what we'll do on this for the neck, we're just going to just take the toothpick and kind of just gently go over it like that for these types of feathers, because these are a lot smaller. These are very fine. I'll show you. We'll do that all the way around, just like that. I'm going to take, and I'm going to go all the way around, just like that. And then I'll do that all down the body, just quick little strokes. See how we're doing that? Just quick strokes to kind of create those feathers. Just like that. Gives it a really nice effect. We'll just go all the way around in that manner. Just like that. And I'll try to squiggle it up a little bit, see, like that. Make like little squiggly lines. Just like that. Go all the way around. The next thing that we want to do is I want to attach this to the base now. So what I'm going to do is take these two pieces and I'm going to take and push this right into the base like that. See how I'm putting that together? But what I also want to do is as I'm going around on this, I want to take and push the clay up against the body of the bird from, see how I'm doing that? This will enable it to, I want to make sure that they both stick together. And we'll do the same thing on this side. Now let's see, I gotta. And now the pelican is ready for his wings. What I'm going to do is create the wings. So take this ball of clay here, and we're going to flatten this out. And I'll show you the shape. See how we're going to make this into the wings. So see how I'm flattening that nicely? Take and see the shape that I just created? We want to make two wings the exact same size like that. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take and attach this to the side of the pelican right here. See that? Just going to squeeze, push that in. Just like that. He'll proceed to do the same thing to the other side. I'll take this here, put this on here. I'll just make it a little higher. Okay, looks like we're in good shape. See how I'm putting that on now? Just like that. And the next thing that we want to do is we want to make the feathers on the wing. So we're going to take this tool here, the sculpting tool, and we're just going to go like this, make little indentations. See how I'm doing that? Just keep. And what you want to do is you want to do the same on the other. See how I'm doing that? And we'll continue to do that on both the wings. Once that is completed, this will be ready for firing in the oven. And now that the pelican has been fired in the oven, it is now ready to paint. And I will show you the types of paint that we can use. There's acrylic paint such as this. There's 18 in this package, which can be bought in any art store. And I'll show you the colors that we'll be using tonight. We will be using orange. We'll be using white, gray, yellow, and we'll be using black. So those are the colors that we need to use tonight. I'll show you the size brushes that we'll be using. I'm going to take this brush here, which is a nice wide brush. We can use this for painting the base and the white body. And then we have this size brush here for the eyes. And then I'm going to have a couple of smaller brushes just in case I need to use them like for the bill. And so I'll be using these two brushes here. and we can get started. The first thing that I want to do is paint the eye. And now what I'd like to do is we'll place it right inside the eye there. See this? And then we'll proceed to do the other side in the same manner. I swish this around a little bit. See how we did that? You know, if you get a little bit of the black around the eye, it's not exactly in the little eye socket there, we can touch that up afterward. And paint this right here. I'll show you how we'll do that right there. See, back and forth like that. Just like that. See how we're doing that? We'll get right here. And then I'll proceed to do the other side. See that, how we're doing that? We'll paint around the eye, just like this. Ever so slightly, just see how we're going around there. We'll proceed to do the other side. Make sure that we get that. We've done that. I just want to double check and see what I did on the other one. So see how we did that? We want to paint around the eye like that. Now I'm going to take this, see how this? We're going to go back and forth with this. The underside here. Just like that. See how we're doing that? Just like that. And then we'll do the other side. See how we're doing that? Just like that, back and forth. Fill that in nicely. Just like that. And now we'll paint the white body. So we'll see this here? We'll go back and forth like this. See that? Back and forth. You know, you just try to get as close as you can to the base. See how I'm doing that? And then we're doing that. I'll show you then on the top of the head. We'll do white here. See how I'm doing that? And we're going to do the neck. Just like that. And I'll show you, we'll do the rest of the body. We're going to do all around the body. See how this, we're doing the entire body in this manner. Now I'll show you, we'll pick this up. And see how I'm doing the rock base? Just like that. We're going to go all the way around. Then you try to get as close to the bottom of the pelican as you can. See how we're doing that? You're going to paint it all the way around in that manner. Just like that. and I will show you what the completed pelican should look like. Here is the completed pelican. I'll move this one over to the side a little bit. But see how we got the nice orange beak, both sides. Then we got the underside with that little pouches underneath the beak. We painted that yellow. We got the nice black eyes. And then we have the pelicans painted all white. And we got the nice gray base. So it looks pretty good now that it's done. And I do want to thank you for coming to Creations in Clay tonight. And I do look forward to seeing you again next week. Goodbye for now.